Alrighty, when you're returning the machine, it's important you remember how you got it. And one of the biggest mistakes we see is strapping the buckets down in a way that they're likely to come off. And you can see here, this bucket here is sitting flat, and these buckets are easy to come out. And they'll put a strap across here, it's not even tight, and you can see by hand, let them go along the road a bit, and we're likely to have the ripper fall out. This bucket here is likely to fall out, and you can ride off cars with these running over buckets on the road, rip off your axle, so you'll be liable for that. So make sure, we're going to show you how to put them in. The bucket needs to be tilted. We know one of the typical problems with hiring a digger is you forget what it was like when you got it, when you're returning it. So the most important thing is making sure it's secure on the trailer. One of the things we see the biggest mistakes with is not putting the buckets on properly and tying them down. These things can ride off a car behind you or right off the trailer if they fall off. So the bucket needs to be cradling. The bucket needs to be cradling into two little buckets with the teeth facing backwards. In between those two buckets is a space. That's where we drop the ripper in. And the ripper can just get dropped in that gap. And yeah, with a secure strap right over the top of those, holding all those down, that'll hold it tight in place. Just to make it as sure it's extra secure, I'm going to thread that strap through the ripper mount, and that'll hold all that in there super tight. And of course I am going to check it when I'm finished. Just going to come over here and make sure that I've got the lock, this lock that goes over that hook. And now I'm going to just pull all those tight, and the last thing I'm going to do is give it a good old pull around to make sure that everything is not going anywhere. So crank that up tight, and don't be afraid to use force on these things can hold 2.5 tons. So now if I pull this around, not going anywhere, I pull that around, not going anywhere, that's the last hole. Okay, got them moving, tight, oh, that's not going anywhere. And that is securely tied on. The last thing I'll do is coil up the leftover strap. So now I've secured the buckets on, I'm just doing a final check that the machine's in place. These blade straps should be very tight. The hooks come in from the outside, and you've backed the machine back to keep that nice and tight, and the blade should be down on the ground. And the last thing I'm going to do is put on the rear chain tensioner. And there's a few different ways that these go on, so just depending on the machine you've got, but these hooks are designed to go through the chain like that, so it doesn't go into the chain link, it goes around the chain link. And then this is a ratchet. If it's a bit tight, get a bit of WD-40 on it, but majority of our machines have got well lubricated, tightens up, and don't be afraid to put some force on it, and that'll hold that machine securely in place. So pins are in here, trailer, and we're ready to tow back.